Hey, welcome back to A Faster Me. So, we have no racing going on for the next couple weeks, so I thought I'd throw a quick video up of some of our training that we're doing, trying to get back in shape, obviously. And this is the Bagel ride, ran out of the Incycle in Rancho Cucamonga. So, this section that we're doing here is San Dimas Canyon up to Golden Springs Road, and so it's basically just a fast uphill section, hitting 1, 2, 3, 4% basically until we turn on Golden Springs, and then it goes up to 15%. So we have a fairly small group today, maybe 30 riders total, and the group was blessed today by the Legion team. Met us over at Benelli, right after the Benelli loop, and we got Skylar Schneider from Legion, Cory Williams, Justin Williams, and CJ Williams. So anytime Legion shows up, it does get a little spicy, even if that's not their intentions. Just the group gets a little antsy just from being in their presence. So it's kudos to them for just putting in, building the reputation that they have and the resumes and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, that's Cyril in front of me, Cyril Hunt or Hunte. I don't know exactly how to pronounce his last name. But, I'm just sitting on his wheel right here as we're going up. But what I didn't realize is if you see up front, the front group is getting away. There's a separation there, but I didn't realize it. And that's George, my teammate, flying up the left side that I should have jumped on that. They kind of come by with a lot of speed, and honestly, I was being a little lazy, didn't feel like putting in that effort. And then when I come around here, I notice there's a big gap to the front group of about, 8 or 10 riders up there. And that's CJ right there in the orange from Legion, CJ Williams. And got to give CJ some credit too. Sometimes you hear people talking, just in public about comments about Legion and whatever else, and they think CJ's like the slow brother or whatever the case may be. But CJ's actually a really good rider. I don't know him well or anything like that. But a couple rides that I've been on with him, and the races that I've seen him in, stuff like that in the videos, he's a good bike handler, great rider. He just has a different role on the team, but it seems like he's always able to help out when he needs to. So anyway, I just think he deserves a little more credit than people give him sometimes. So here we're just now I'm just kind of thinking should I jump back in? It's kind of hard to get back in line, so I'm a little bit sitting out here in the wind. The pace line is pretty tight. There's not too many big gaps in it, so it's just a friendly Sunday ride, so I didn't want to kind of butt in on anybody, so I'm kind of getting half a draft here, and then I just decide to go up front and do a little pull myself and, just get some work in. So that's Justin right there in the SE Velo light blue kit. Justin's really strong as well, and he's did that to me a couple times on this ride where he flies by and he's going at such a pace like it's a little hard to get on his wheel. Which is what you do in racing. Sometimes if somebody's gonna get a free ride off of you, sometimes you want them to pay and have to accelerate to jump on and get that free ride. Obviously if it's a teammate, you're not gonna go by at that speed. You're gonna kind of gradually go by so they can jump on. Or if it's a group that you want to work with and people are gonna work together, you want to gradually go by so they can get on the wheel. But Justin put in a good dig there and got a good separation from us, and now I'm on the front just doing my job here and trying to pull a little bit without blowing up, so I'm not pushing the pace too hard, and in a little bit the group will come back by me and then I'll jump on to their wheel. If you ever come out and do this ride at the top of San Dimas, you got to have a little bit left for that hill. You make a right hand turn and then it's a minimum of 10%. It goes, it varies between 10 and 15% for 0.2 of a mile, which is not a long time, not a long distance, but trust me, it hurts if you're popped by the time you get there. So you got to save a little bit for that last climb up the hill. Not to mention, this is not an easy effort for me either. I don't have that high of an FTP, so if I'm doing 250, 260, halfway down this road, it's pretty taxing. So I know I'm only in the 200s right now, but for the most part we've been doing 250 to 310 or something, 315 on this climb. So this is just where the grade drops a little bit so the speed can pick up. There's Montgomery Goodermont also from Go Fast. You know, he came out to put some work in. He's trying to build back up and get into shape. I think that's Samantha there. I'm not sure her last name. And that's kind of the end of this little pocket. So I jumped back onto this group, and honestly, I just kind of cruise it a little bit because we're about to make that turn and I want to have a little gas in the tank. We have some really fast female riders out today too. For my team, which is PAA, Pasadena Athletic Association, we only had 4 riders, and that was my wife Ellen, George, and Tony Dang, and myself. And on the ride too, there were some other female riders that were strong, as in Melissa Haley, like I said before, Skylar Schneider, and I don't know Samantha's last name, but I'll probably look it up sooner or later. But yeah, all of the women were very fast as well, and just a good group to ride with if you're ever in this area on a Sunday. Rides every Sunday starting at 8 o'clock at the San Dimas and the Incycle in Rancho Cucamonga, and then at 8:30 at the Bagelery in Laverne. So here's the hill, and if you look at the grade, it's going to pop up to about between 10 and 15%, and it basically never goes lower than that, I don't believe. And if you look at I'm not even trying to go hard here. You can see the watts are pretty high, but this is not going hard up this hill. This is just trying to survive the hill. If you go any slower, you're like literally at risk of like falling over or, losing balance. So this is just a let's get the hill over with effort. As an example, I did it today in about 2 minutes and 17 seconds, I think. And my fastest time is only like 150 something. I don't know exactly what, but around 150. And I mean, that little 20 seconds difference in time is a huge difference in effort and how your body feels. So I probably average maybe about 280 or something up this climb, 280 watts. And like I said, this is just survival mode. It's very steep, and it dies down a little bit in a couple hundred feet here, or a couple, maybe 50, 60 yards, but then it ramps up to 15% to finish it off. So anyway, for this week and next week, we don't race again until the 20th. The next race is March 20th at CBR number 3. So I'll probably do this ride again next week, and if not, I'll probably swing by to Montrose and just get some training in, and hopefully I can get back into race shape pretty soon here. But today I am definitely not in race shape. These efforts were killing me, and this is all I recorded from the ride, but in total the rides for us riding from the house is like a 60-mile ride, maybe about 3,000 feet elevation, and there's some really good efforts on it. So anyway, thanks for watching the video, and hopefully we'll get some race footage in a couple weeks, and hopefully we'll get back into race shape and start getting some good results. Well, that's just one box jump for you.
One box jump?
Yep.
Oh, heck no, I haven't done those in a while.
One plyo set.